The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So that's got things underway. Milan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Beckham carries the ball down the right. Nemecha tries to play it through. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Roberto Carlos finding himself in space. Can he finish? Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Belletti. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Beckham. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Cruyff. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Not the most accurate pass. Zanetti. And here's the chance to counter. Knocks it into space. Big chance! Goal! Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And a header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy. Birmingham really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gerrard. Puskas. No, that was never going to make it. It's a really well-measured ball. Thuram makes a move down the right. He slings it in. Getting up there! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Birmingham really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now. Milan definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Oh, cracking. He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bonucci getting this one clear. Nice looking ball. Can he finish? Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Puskas plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, that pass isn't the best.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Collar. Bale makes the interception. Cruyff. Rodri. He's chosen to go back. Now it's Puskas. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Collar. Onuachu. Zanetti. Passing is crisp and sharp. And Puskas! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Puskas really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Beckham.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's put paid to the danger. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Birmingham trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Signore e signori, stiamo per annunciare i numeri vincenti di oggi. Se avete un biglietto, non perdete d'occhio il maxi schermo. Attenzione, un cambio.
We're on the move again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nemecha is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Onuachu! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shot could be on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Beckham. The ball goes in.
Well played and well cleared.
That is good alertness. Best. Oh, Su takes a shot! And that's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
So we have movement on both benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Birmingham restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's Gerrard! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Denied by an instinctive save.
Gerrard is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. And it's Bale. Tries a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Birmingham still have the cards to affect this game. Thuram. Cannavaro. Cannavaro, always a very imposing presence at the back. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pass somewhat off target. Baresi. Distributed tidily. It's a good run down the right. Oh, that's nice. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nemecha. That's Rijkaard. Good ball, good take. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe powering forward here. And here's Haaland. Gerrard.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
So much time and space here. Birmingham have their second corner now.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 9, numero 5, Bale, numero 18. Lasciano il campo per il numero 24.
No messing about,
17,
just bludgeoned away.
7, Filippo Inzaghi. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Great chance! Rodri with the clearance.
Birmingham clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Nice interception, well timed. Tries to pass it through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Played into space. Doué is wide and looking to get onto this. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Five minutes left on the clock. Olise. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Best, a player who needs no introduction. Zanetti. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Cross into the box. Olise touches in back.
They're really...
Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Short changes him with that pass. Milan desperately searching for the winner here. Yamal.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away. Best place it in. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Impressive jump! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Baresi to Thuram, plays the return pass. Baresi. Vieira producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Numecha. And here's Haaland. Now he's running away. Del Piero! That's put paid to the danger. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's in on goal. It's Bale!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
And this is Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. In by Del Piero. Getting up there! Deftly away. Rijkaard. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Bale. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Yamal powering forward here. Great vision. Now it's Del Piero. That pass has been well intercepted. Neither side yet able to find the net. He is through here. Del Piero. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Thuram. Yamal in with the challenge. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Del Piero. Lahm was in no mood for any of that. Bullet. Passing is crisp and sharp. Numecha. Yamal. Driving forward. Yamal. He's going for goal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Vieira. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. They want to be quick to recover this.
Talk about asking for trouble. We all know he's more than capable of hitting the target from there.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Now it's Del Piero. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Del Piero. Messi. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Yamal played into space. Well, that has not gone well. And the referee has signalled for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So right back into the action. So neither side has yet broken through.
Birmingham clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Pull it. Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Knocks it out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pull it. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. That's a cute ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Messi gets it. His shooting! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Pirlo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Nemecha is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Messi. Pull it. Pull it! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Pullet is offering a wry smile there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Madrid with the corner, they're first.
Bale. El dorsal 19. Messi. El dorsal 25. El dorsal 14. Pirlo. El dorsal 7. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 9. Alexandro Pato. El dorsal 21.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Haaland gets it clear. Guardiola. Probing pass. Cannavaro gets it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. Oh, that's neat. Haaland. That's very neat. Roberto Carlos. Tries one from range. And he has kicked it out somehow.
Rijkaard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Can he finish? Birmingham have their second corner now. Chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Birmingham still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Birmingham clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Some good work on the right flank here. Pass somewhat off target. Cannavaro. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Roberto Carlos. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Nemecha. And that will be it. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I see this guy, Upamecano, as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Here's a chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Doué actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Goes for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Yamal clears without hesitation. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Collar, not a hint of offside. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Birmingham have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now it's Yamal. And that's a throw-in. He's a sharp little ball here. Elise. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now, can he find a finish? Spain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Spain have their second corner now. They've played it short. And here's Elise. Good chance here! And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Can he finish? Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
That's been drilled forward. Played out towards the right wing. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Collar. Doué. Driving forward. Tries to pass it through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Dembele is offering a wry smile there.
Spain have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Doué. He's gone for goal! And he's following up! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Shot a goal! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Birmingham clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's on it, can he get away? And a chance! Superb goal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Inzaghi. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos has the space. Terrific effort! Deftly away. Dembele. Now it's Olise. So a temporary halt to the action. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Birmingham leading, but only just 2-1 the scoreline.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 11, Neymar, será reemplazado por
down to business again. Out of play for a throw. Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Koller. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Olise. And Jamal. That's a delicate pass. Oh, well played, well played. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Gerrard. Olise. Olise! Zanetti. Short changes him with that pass. Tries from a long way out. Koller. He's got space here. He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Over to the right flank. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He's found a way through. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
It's a loose ball. That's a throw. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Olise. Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 9.
Cafu.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Zanetti cuts it out. Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Mbappe. And he is dashing away. And he's quick to get rid. What a throw in. Yamal. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos. No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. Vinicius Junior. He's got away.
Vinicius Junior clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro. And here's Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Olise looking for the run. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Nice control. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. So, what can they come up with here? Good ball, good take. And he shoots! Doué. Roberto Carlos out-muscles him. Azar. What a serious charge here. Ball's gone out of play. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Zanetti. Oh, that's beautifully weighted.
Birmingham can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Zanetti. Oh, super find. He's in one. He's had a shot! Cafu. It's a searching pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Now this could be a chance. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pinches it off him. And he's in on, and the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
All hands on deck for this one. Doué plays it short. And here's Doué. Roberto Carlos. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the manager's pumped here.